Hello, everyone. Hello, Frankie. Hey. So everyone's on mute while I do the call, but then if you've got questions at the end, then feel free to unmute yourselves and ask away. Now, this one might be a little bit confusing because I'm not going to go into tons and tons of detail about the business and the structure and all of that kind of thing. There are trainings in the back office for that, and if you've done a coach university, you should have had some kind of idea of how that works. But again, it's something that we can talk about more as and when you're growing your business. So let's start off with just sort of talking about basically about Emerald, which is the first rank that you want to build yourself to in your business. So what does Emerald mean? It means that you have signed up to coaches, not customers, to coaches, and it's the first rank that you reach in your business. So if you've done your coach university training with Ashley and Emily, then you know that your business is structured with you at the top, and then you have two legs, right? And they're called your weak leg and your strong leg. And you don't need to understand why they're called your weak leg and your strong leg really right now. You just need to know that in order to be Emerald, you need to have one coach on each of your legs, and those coaches need to be active. In order to be classed as active, they need to be buying something. So not Beachbody on demand. See, they can have Beachbody on demand, but that doesn't count. They need to be monthly buying something. So Shakeology, Energize, Recover, Beach bars, things like that. So Emerald means one coach on each of your legs. Once you're Emerald, you will start to earn what's called team cycle bonuses, and that's where the serious money starts to come in. So that's where things start to grow and compound. And if you understand the compound effect, then you'll understand that initially, you're not going to see huge volumes of money when you start to build your team, but that is going to grow and grow and grow over time until it's limitless. So it's important to understand the compound effect and how it works in order to understand how you can utilize this business to make it work for you. So I would recommend that you read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That is a really, really good book and a really good way of understanding what the compound effect is, how it works, and how it's going to benefit you. So you want to be reaching Emerald rank. You want to be thinking about building a team. Every single one of us signed up for a good reason. And it might be that you want to leave the job that you hate. It might be because you want to stay home with your kids. It might be because you want to pay off loads of debt, or maybe you even want to make like £1 million. Every single one of those goals is completely achievable in this business. So you can only really achieve those bigger goals if you work building coaches onto your team. You can't just work for commissions. So when I say commissions, I mean, like, yes, you can sign people up with WOD and you'll get a commission for that, and that's great, and it's really nice, especially when we're first starting out. It's really nice to see those commissions come in and see those little bits of money, and they start to build up over time as well when people renew. But if you want the big bucks, if you want to be seeing like actual life-changing amounts of money in this business, then you want to be looking at growing a team of coaches underneath you as well. So you don't want to be working for commission for the rest of your life, just for commission for the rest of your life, because you're going to be putting in a lot of work to do that. The kind of work that we put in initially, the one where we're messaging people, we're inviting people all the time, we're posting on social media all the time saying, come and do this with me, et cetera, et cetera. That is working for commission. So you're hustling very, very hard. And then you can earn good money that way. Of course you can earn good money that way, but you're putting in a lot of effort to earn it when you don't necessarily need to be. So if you start building a team with coaches, that's when you start to earn what's called residual income. And that is when you earn income without actually having to do anything at all. Your team starts to generate that income for you. So you can literally be lying on a beach and making £5,000 a week. That's the kind of impact that you can have in this business by building a team of coaches. So you want that to be your focus. So you want to be aiming for this Emerald rank basically for that reason, so that you start to get this little team of coaches. So it might seem really scary and a bit overwhelming to think about running a team or building a team or trying to reach these ranks and things like that. But it is so important to push outside of your comfort zone. We say it every single day in this business, and I've had to do it countless times, get outside of my comfort zone and really go for it. And every single time it's paid off. So I can sit here and say you should absolutely push out of your comfort zone and take this opportunity to build to your emerald rank, because it's not that hard, and it's such a great stepping stone, and it's such a great way to instill belief into you that you can do this. So when I became a coach, Ashley, who's my coach, said to me that I needed to sign up my spouse onto my weak leg. So I didn't know why. I just knew at the time that I was very coachable, and I did whatever it was that she told me. I was like, okay, I'll do it, because I was determined to make this business work. I was determined to stay home with my kids. I was determined not to go back to my job in London, or to, at some point fire my boss, and make this work for us and leave a legacy for my kids, so that they don't ever have to worry about, finances and things like that. I can send them to university without having to worry about, like it's endless to take them to Disney World without putting it on a credit card, to pay off our mortgage, all of those things. So whatever she told me to do, I did it. And she said, sign up your spouse on your weak leg. And I was like, great, okay. She told me the payoff in doing that would be huge later down the line, right? So I was completely coachable, did everything she told me to do. I signed Steve up as a coach on my weak leg, and now I can work his business as well. So I can add discount coaches under him. I can build him up to emerald. I can build him up to diamond, etc., etc., etc. And so that generates tons of additional income for me that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And obviously, when I first started out, I had no idea how to even build income under myself, let alone under like Steve or anybody else's account. So I'm so glad I did that, because had I not done that, I'd signed him up later down the line, he would be further down in terms of where all my coaches are placed, and I wouldn't be able to build the same amount of income under him as I now am able to do. So it also means that I can run his business to help me rank advance to diamond and to star diamond, etc. And again, you don't need to worry about what that means right now. But signing your spouse, or if you don't have a spouse, then you can sign a family member, anyone who's over 18, your sister, your mom, your cousin, whatever. And you're setting yourself up for this additional income in the future. So when you sign your spouse, or whoever it may be, first of all, you're in control of their account, so they don't need to do anything. Obviously you need their permission to use their name, but I just said to Steve, hey, I'm signing you up under me as a coach, okay? And I'm using your email address. And he was like, okay, fine. And I use my bank card. So even though we both get Shakeology, because he now loves it too. So even though we both get that, I pay for both of those, because it then goes under my coach account, and I can get discounts on that. So when you sign them up, you can control their account. They don't need to worry about anything, except you just get their permission, but you can use your credit card to pay the $15.95 coach fee that keeps them under you. And when you sign them up, you want to be thinking about signing them up with a challenge pack. And that is for a few reasons, because firstly, it's going to make them an active coach. So you need to have two active coaches underneath you to be emerald. And it will waive the £40 sign up fee, and you'll get 2 Success Club points. So your aim every single month should be Success Club. Now you need 5 Success Club points to hit Success Club. And the reason that we have Success Club is because Beachbody Corporate set us these goals so that we know that we're moving our business forward in the right way. Every time you hit Success Club, it means you are moving your business in the direction that you want to be going. So you want to get 5 Success Club points a month. Each challenge pack is 2. So if you help 3 people, you'll get 6 points, and you will hit Success Club. And if you hit Success Club, you get lovely bonus things, like you get like the coach top that I was wearing today in my video. I earned that for hitting Success Club just once. So if you hit Success Club once, you'll get that top. And then 3 times you get this really random Beachbody Monopoly game. It's really weird, but kind of cool. And then the reason that I earned a trip to Punta Cana next year is because of Success Club. So that is a goal that you want to be going for, especially if you want free swag and holidays and stuff like that. So if you sign your spouse up and you purchase the challenge pack, you'll get 2 Success Club points. So you only need 2 more people this month to help in order to get Success Club. And then you so yeah, actually that, yeah, you then just need one other person on the other leg. So how do you get that other person? Well, you can either talk to a bunch of random people, but really, you know, what did I do? I said to my sister Jo Andrews, who we all know from the Fit Girl Academy, I said to her, hey, I'm doing this thing, I'm signing up as a Beachbody coach, do you want to sign up with a challenge pack, get Beachbody on demand and try Shakeology? And she was like, yep. Like, great. So put her on my other leg, and I was emerald within a day. So I signed up one day and then I was emerald the next day. It's not always that easy for everyone because they don't have a really super supportive sister like I do. But there are people out there that, you know, your best friend, your mum, your dad, whoever it is, you know, that are willing to say, sure, I'll give it a go. I'll see what it's all about. I've now got my mum on Shakeology, so I get her to she's a discount coach under me, because again, you know, if you sign them up as coaches, even if they're not actively working as coaches, they get a 25% discount. So it's well worth it. They sign under you and then you're an emerald coach. So it's not as scary as it sounds. And to be emerald, you know, you get all the perks with it. Like I said, you start getting the cycle bonuses, which again, you don't have to understand, but if you reach emerald rank, that's when you and I will have a conversation, we'll have a phone call about it, and we can talk more about how the actual structure of the business works and how you can utilize that to your benefit. But the aim of the game is to be an emerald coach, because that is going to kickstart your business. That is going to give you the belief that you can do this. And it's going to start putting you on the path to making the kind of income that perhaps you want to be making. So a nice quick call this evening, I think. How long did it take? 20 minutes.